I never have 2 days the same. And I'm at school. I was in trouble all the time for lacking concentration or not staying focused. It's just because my mind was always on many different things. And what I learned to do as I got older was to manage that. Okay, so I have let's say an eclectic day. I don't know if that's the right word, but it's just all over the place. Because in any day, I might be writing a song with someone, I might be playing guitars on a track, I might be mixing a track to someone, I might be editing someone's audio, editing drum beats, tuning vocals, writing a script with somebody. And so that might happen all in one day. And so in a weird way, even though as a child I struggled with focus, I find that those things happening in one day, I get really good at some of those things. So I get a moment, right? So 3 days ago, this is why I'm doing this video. So 3 days ago, I finished mixing a really long piece for a client. It's for a TV thing. And I had to render out the files. And the rendering is going to take about an hour. So when I'm rendering my main computer, which is behind me, I can't use that for an hour, really. I've tried once and it doesn't work out. It doesn't like rendering other things. So so I go, I make a cup of tea, I get my laptop, and I might start write something. But often when I sit down, I just grab the guitar, waiting for that to render, and just pick up and I play something randomly. And I'm just sort of, I don't care, I have no agenda, but I picked up this thing and I went, and I think it was a mistake. And it's like, oh, that's fun. What am I going to do with that? I don't know. Put the guitar down, had 10 minutes to go. I, went back and did something else. Okay, so 3 hours later, I'm finishing something else for someone else, sending off that little mix, and that's rendering for 20 minutes or something. So I'll pick up the guitar again. What's that idea I had? And it's just this thing that comes out, and that's what the first little line that came out of my mouth was, hey mister, can you help me find my way home? Where did I come from? Who's mister? I don't know. Hey mister, can you help me find my way home? Okay, so now we're in a dilemma, because as a songwriter, I just came up with, the first thing is fun. Oops. That's fun. If I go down that path, I follow the path of that little guitar thing, that leads me down to a folky country thing. And I go, maybe I want to do that. Maybe it's fun. Okay, but I go through my process. Okay, so I've got an idea. And now I go, if I choose that path, okay, the end in mind is like a little Raikuda. I could imagine a dog slide. Yeah, little drum brushes. And I could find, this could be fun. And the hey mister, can you help me find my way home? All right, that gives me kind of a theme, maybe, if I develop this theme, this lyrical theme, but I'll come back to that in a second. So that puts me in a place, do I really want to do this? And that's what I want to say. That's the first part of this little video, is that happens to me many, many times, right? This is a common thing, whereas I'm waiting for someone to render, or I'm at someone else's studio. I remember sitting there one day and they were late. So I sat down at the piano and I played something like, oh, I never played that before. It's like I fumbled these chords. Oh my God, all I want to do is, I didn't want to do the session. I wanted to write the song. But that little moment, so I find that little breaks in continuity, I find them the great kind of source for inspiration. So that's a little that bit. But okay, my dilemma is, do I want to write this song? I don't know. I let it sit. Okay. The next day comes around and I'm walking. I do my early morning walk. And I usually walk for 40 minutes, an hour, a couple of miles, 3 miles, whatever. And I try to do it to clear my head, be quiet, pray a bit perhaps, but just to find sort of solace. So I come back here into this little studio to work. And I've got things this week I'm supposed to be doing. But I kept thinking, hey, mister, can you help me find something? I'm walking without a guitar. All right. So I'm thinking, all right, what's another line that would be good after that? And I haven't worked out who Mister is yet. And maybe Mister's the wrong word, but hey, Mister, can you help me find my way home? All right. So then I start going through the questions, and this is one of what this lesson's about. I ask myself lots of questions. All right. If I go down this, let's say okay, Chris, we're going to write a song. When out of my subconscious, that line came, hey, Mister, can you help me find my way home? Okay. Which home? And why am I lost? All right. It's a existential question, perhaps. But why am I lost? Okay. So am I in another town and I got to get back here? Am I in another country? Or is it a spiritual thing? Am I losing my way? What is it? So I have to decide a little bit because as soon as I say that, I'm going to start write lyrics to do with that subject. It's like the best thing to say is I'm driving down this street on the hey mister, can you help me find my way home? This is a metaphor. I'm driving a street for the song. And now I get a crossroads and there's 10 streets to choose from. Which one do I choose? And as soon as I go down one, well, that starts dictating how the song goes. So the first little line I came up with, and I don't love this line, it's funny and it's cute and maybe it works, but it's, hey, mister, can you help me find my way home? What's the line? I got no sense of direction since I lost my. Since I got no. Where does it go? Got no sense of direction since I lost my. Got no sense of direction since I lost my iPhone. Okay, that's cheesy, right? That is cheesy, but it's also funny because I don't lose my phone very often, but I'm married to someone who does. Every day it's a conversation before they go to work. Got your keys? Got your lunch? Got your phone? And I say, got your passport, which is a joke, but because the door closes, bye, knock, knock, sorry, I forgot my keys, phone, whatever. So some people I got a lot of friends who lose their phone all the time. So I thought, okay, now this song, I've written some lyrics a little bit, I worked on it, but I'm still not convinced. It doesn't matter to me. I'm allowed this process because I'm writing lots of songs all the time. And then it comes down to, do I really, the original idea, I like it because it's a Raikuda bluesy thing, but I could go to a different key and make it more like a Black Crow song. Hey, mister, can you help me find? Hey, mister, can you help me find my way home? I could go in any direction. I could make it rhythm and blues, I guess. Hey, mister, can you help me find my way home? Ooh, got no sense of direction since I lost my iPhone. Okay, you've been doing the lesson a bit now, so you know where I'm heading. I'm not sure. I don't know who I'm writing to. Okay, that's when that happened. So I went walking again this morning. Okay, this morning again, I went walking again. I go, all right. Oh, I know who this song is for. I know I could write a song for this particular person, and that actually would kind of get that. Because that's a little quirky thing. Yeah, this person likes it, and this person. This was the idea, because this person is addicted to social media and the phone and everything. I thought, this could be a fun song if I develop this concept of I lost my iPhone, and then that sense of losing its direction. So I got, I wrote down these lines. Don't know my north and south, my up and my down. I'm afraid my steps will lead me to the wrong side of town. Yeah. Then I start thinking about, okay, so if I go, all right, this person I'm writing to, yeah, they like this kind of quirky music, all right. So I go, all right, hey mister, maybe hey brother, that might be better. Hey brother, help me find my way home. Yeah, the iPhone thing is it rhymes. That's the thing. This is another thing about the lesson. It's like you're making something. That's the only rhyme I can come up with when I'm walking down the hill. But I don't mind it because it reminds me of a John Prine song of his, Jesus, the Missing Years. It's very, very funny, very strange song. It's imperfect, but it hits the nail on the head for an audience. And I can imagine me playing in some of the clubs I played at where I bring this song out and I got everybody who can relate to this song. And the idea of, hey, hey, mister, can you help me find my way home? Got no sense of direction since I lost my iPhone. Don't know my north from south or my up and down. I'm afraid this path is leading me to the wrong side of town. Just thinking out loud, oh hey mister, can you help me find my way home? Okay, so let's say I got that first verse and I go, that's pretty good. I give it a 7 out of 10 because it's but what it is, it's that thing where I went down the street with the first line and I took a left turn when I took the iPhone idea, and now I'm on an iPhone street, and that song now is dictating the theme and the lyrics, because now I have to continue that idea, the idea that because I lost my phone, I don't know where I am, which is very true. I mean, I don't know how we drive around now. I used to have a map, Gregory's map here. It would have, I'm going to, Santa Barbara, and I'd look it up and I'd follow the map, and it's how difficult it was to drive it on your lap when you're looking at the map. Now you've got an iPhone, you've got Siri or whatever, left turn here. On my phone I have Jane, and Jane's from London, and I love it. She goes, turn left here on Hollywood Boulevard. I love it when she talks like that. I love it, And so that's mine. Karen, my wife's got an Aussie chick, and she's rough. Turn left. She doesn't even tell what street it is. God, typical Aussie. But that's what our iPhone is. So without a phone, getting in the car and going to a thing is like, so it works. Okay, so that works. Right, but if I'm going to develop this idea, what's the next thing? And that's what most songwriters struggle with, is the next verse and the next verse. Stay on topic. So we've got to develop that concept. So I've got some thoughts, all hours thoughts, and I've got to go through so if I go through, I lost my phone, so what else is there? Okay, so the other thing that would mess me up, and it's an issue, is the social media thing. Because I think the malaise, a problem in our world around us, is people addicted to the phone and addicted to social media. So if I couldn't get onto social media, so if I lost my phone, then I can't get onto Facebook. Yeah, I was going to say FaceTime, Facebook. I can't get onto Twitter. I can't get onto all these different things, Instagram. And then I thought, what we lose now is community. So I was like, hey, mister, hey, what I say? I go, hey, mister, I can't find community. Hey, mister, I can't get this right. Hey, mister, I just can't find my community. I don't like those words. The words that don't sing well, community. But that's the concept I'm looking for, and I like this concept. Oh yeah, since I've been frozen out of my social media accounts. And then it's the thing about life is without my phone, I don't know about you, but I used to know everybody's number. I used to know my mother's number, my brother's number, everybody's number before iPhones existed. You just had a little book, but you remember all the numbers because you'd have to remember them. Now, I know my number and nobody else's number. So if I lost my phone, I'd be in big trouble. And if I couldn't get on the internet, I'd be lost. And so that concept intrigues me. Okay, so that's where if I go down this path, and again, I haven't totally decided to do it, because you have to be really passionate, like I say, passionate about an idea. But we'll see what happens. I'll keep you posted. But I did come up with a bridge. I love this bridge idea. And it's like, when I've actually done when I've done coaching things and I sort of do a bit of a rant about the phone, because I turn the phone off all the time. It's off right now. I do these rants when I go and speak somewhere at a college or a church or something, and I'll often talk about the phone. And all right, here's my phone, right? That's my phone. It's actually to airplane mode right now. And it'd be like that for most of the day. And if someone's trying to get me, okay, like if the world ends, it ends. But for creative and for getting work, I just turn it off. So I'll put it back over here. And so I often bring that subject up because younger people go, oh, it's just an old guy with problems. Like, yeah, okay, you can have that. But I think it's a problem. And I get so much done in a day because I don't answer that. And it's like I've got a lot of young friends who've done the same thing. I've got a bunch of young friends in production that have got rid of their iPhones and their Samsungs and so forth and gone back just to flip phone because I don't need this. I just need, to call. That's all, occasional text. And that's just a lifestyle choice. So I think that's a problem. So I think, okay, this is a possibly good idea for a song. And it has to be done in the right spirit. So that's why the tongue-in-cheek laughing might be good. But I thought of a good bridge because I know when I've shared these things before, people think, hey, he's crazy, like an old man, And I thought, okay, well, what if I go, I know people saying that guy must be drunk. And this is a little bridge I like. Is like, how's it go again? People, oh yeah. People will surmise that I've been drinking, but I'm just thinking out loud, a voice in the crowd of fools. No offense to any of yous. That's an Aussie way of saying use, you. But I like that. I like that concept of a bridge, just having a pause. You may surmise that I've been drinking. No. I'm just thinking out loud, a voice in the crowd of fools. No offense to any of yous. And then another verse. Hey, mister, can you help me find, don't know what it is, peace of mind maybe? So that would work for me, but that's the kind of process I'm going through. I'm asking myself lots of questions. As soon as I go down the iPhone thing, that's a street, like it really is a driving. I've turned that direction. And now the whole song, because of that decision, the lyrics, in my mind, need to be about that subject. So maybe it's something different. So if I go, hey, mister, can you help me find my way home? That's a really great opening line. Maybe it's something else. Maybe it's more of a spiritual thing. Or maybe just me, I lost my way so badly, and maybe it's going down, and then maybe I build a whole, context about that. That's a decision we have to make when we're writing songs. But what often when people send me songs, they might have this beginning idea, but they'll have too many themes now running through it. They might have a theme about the social media concept of the phone, and then they might be having, well, yeah, I lost my children in the divorce, and now I'm lost, and so that's the second version. Is like, oh, you got two songs on here, bro, or just as bad is that the first verse is about social media and the second verse repeats the first verse somehow. Because the thing that's weak to me is the phone and the community things. They're words that if I do it, I'm going to think more about this. And if I do decide on those words, I can't find community. That's a little bit, But the concept of finding community. So therefore I go and get my thesaurus out, I get words out, and I start thinking about what is it that because I do love that idea in that verse. Anyway, that's another version of me working through an idea of a song. And unlike the other song I've got that I finished, it's not finished because I only did this 3 days ago. So, hey, be patient. But that's the concept. I hope that helps you. And it helps you think about, you don't always have to finish something just because you start it. You start something, and when I was younger, I always finished something I started because that was just like, I had to create a discipline in me, and I needed that discipline. But I don't have a problem finishing things anymore. So, but now it's about, am I passionate about this? And I'm edging towards it, and we'll see in the next week or two as I, grab the guitar in between rendering and other things, I come back to it. I might go, oh yeah, I found my way into this song, and then happy to do it. Again, it might be like that. I might be, but if I choose something else like the Black Crow thing or the R&B kind of soulful version, that just gives me this riff to use somewhere else, and that's fine. And that's really kind of that's the joyful side of being in control of the process, is that I'm always coming up with ideas, and some way, oh, that's another song. That's two. I went not the whole other story, but out of one song once, I wrote 3 songs in a couple of days, recognizing that they don't belong in each other, and I just kept pulling out, you belong over here, you belong over there, and I got 3 songs out of it, and 2 of them ended up on records. One hasn't done anything yet, but that's, you know, you're driving, you're driving the vehicle. You decide, but really believe I love this song. I love this idea. This is I'm so passionate about this. Then you got to write it. If you're not sure, wait till you're passionate.